Hello everybody and welcome back to this daily update, daily market update. So today we are going to have a look at silver. I didn't do an analysis, a technical analysis of silver, during the weekend the weekend outlook, but I'm going to do to do a quick recap of what should happen, in silver. So right now in silver, we have a very, we are in a range, right? So prices are ranging, but this is telling us something, okay? So what is it telling us, and what can we find? What information can we find in this chart? So let's start. So we had a first, higher low. Okay, so this is the first, not the first, but we had a smaller one here, but the main one is this one. Anyways, so we had, let's say, a first higher low, and then another higher low, and then what did we have? We had another one here, and we price went even, higher, and it tested this level. It tested this has been tested here. Okay, that's why price has been, rejected strongly, because this is a equilibrium zone. These zones, I teach these zones, I can teach these zones because this is my method, and I've been developing this method. I've been just, by trial and error. But I use a method that relies, on equilibrium zones. So as I said, uptrend. Okay, so 1 hour uptrend. Let's look at 4 hours. 4 hour, what do we have? 4 hour, we have a very different, scenario, but we still have, this is very important to note, we still have an impulse correction, but what do we have? It looks like a correction, right? So it looks like more a correction, like it looks like an ABC, right? So what we have here? What we have here is it can be either a beginning of a move down. Okay, so a beginning of a move down, because why? Because we have a second correction, and then we can have, and then we can we can get, our correction completed. But it's not going to be completed like that, because if we have this as a correction, and then what should we have here? We should have even, the continuation to test, the low, right? Because this first correction, if you know a little bit about Elliott waves, but this is not important, this first correction tells us that a price might, go retest the lows. Because if this correction is just, telling us, giving us, this information, it means that the downtrend is still, it's still in action. Okay, so let's get, another, let's get another, confirmation. The 4 hour, just to get an idea if you should be, trading silver for the long term, or, or holding silver. Is it the right time to buy silver? Yeah, let's have a look. Let's use my, my favorite tool, which is the Fibonacci retracement, and let's look at where we are. Okay, so where are we? We are right at the middle. Okay, we are at the middle. So at this level we don't have enough information, but the information that we have is that price is, gravitating below the 50%. Okay, so it's gravitating below. So what does it mean? It means that we might have, a continuation downside. We might, I'm saying we might, because we'll have more information as, if price, let me put it, I will put it this way. Okay, so right now we have Fibonacci, so Fibonacci is giving us, you know, like enough information for what we need, but what we will be using extensions as well. Okay, let's get these extensions going. Okay, where extensions are going to, you know, like lead us. It will lead us to, yeah, to $16. Okay, so extensions are telling us that $16 would be, you know, like the end of this move, okay, of this correction. If it's a correction, if it's not a correction, if it's an up move, I mean, if it's an up move, the first stop should be 1.68, so it should be $16. So we are 63. Okay, so but if we have a if we have, you know, like I said, if we have a continuation of this move, meaning this is going to be, you know, like a 5 moves, I mean, if this is going to be a 5, you know, like moves down, this is another story. It means that you shouldn't be, you know, like buying right now, because lots of people are saying buy silver, but I think from what I see, we are not in an uptrend yet. So the price is not uptrending yet, because we are at the 50%, and 50%, what does it mean? It means that correction is still, you know, like in action. So we are still in a corrective move, all right? So we're still in a corrective move. So don't rush and don't buy when things are still, you know, like unclear. We're still in a corrective move, okay? So this is a correction. This looks like a correction, and the first, you know, like part looks like a correction, and the second part looks like the beginning of a you know, like of a 5 waves, so of an impulsive move, meaning that we can reach the low again. Okay, so if we break the 1440, you'll have an opportunity to sell. Okay, so this is my forecast. My forecast is that we might have, you know, like a completion of the move down, I mean the correction or the retracement, and we might have, you know, like a continuation. Let's see with the cycles. Cycles can give us, you know, like even more information. So cycles, yeah, cycles also, you know, like they are also, you know, like telling us that we might have, you know, like an end of, you know, like an end of a cycle. So as you can see, price did move, you know, it did move down, you know, like at the 5th, you know, like at the 5th. So it means that maybe as the cycle is done, you know, and maybe we are going to be starting, I mean, continuing the down move to I mean, to reach, you know, like the 8th, you know, like the 8th, you know, like time cycle of Fibonacci's time cycles. Okay, so be careful. Don't, you know, like don't buy, even though it looks like a trend, you know, like it has started, because it doesn't look like a trend yet. It looks like a retracement. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Thank you.